So I just had my 40th birthday party and we decided to throw a fun event. I had never been to a silent disco before, so I said, let's do it. I told my wife that we could produce the entire thing with the goal of just breaking even and just not come out of pocket. And we actually ended up making a profit. So now I decided to invest in my own silent disco set, and we plan to put on more events of our own. And we're also going to rent out our equipment to others that want to produce their own events as well. All right, so here's how we did it. Quick explanation of the silent disco. Here's how it works. The headphones, you saw me changing the colors from green to blue to red. What it is it's basically you can have 3 DJs or 1 DJ playing on 3 different channels. So as you switch the color, you switch to the different music channel. Really cool, really fun. It's neat because you can have a party in a space that's not loud. So you take off your headsets and you can just chat with your friend next to you and have a little conversation, or you can be partying with your headphones on. I've seen people partying in groups, dancing with different colors. You can take off your headphones and listen to people that are singing to the music that's playing in their headphones. It's really cool. It's a lot of fun. I had no idea it would be as much fun as it is, to be honest. So I'd never been to one, but it seemed cool. So my hypothesis was people will come to this. People will come and have a good time, and they'll want to check it out. So we went for it. Now, I found a venue willing to partner with us. I really think that that's key. If you have to rent venue space and just purely pay for it, it makes it hard to make the economics work where you can actually make money. But if there's a venue that you have access to, or you can partner, then I think that's key. We actually partnered with a space that also has a bar in it, and we're able to collaborate with them, and we brought people into the space. They get to make money from the bar. They don't have to, figure out how are we going to get people in there. Then they gave 10% of their bar sales back to a local nonprofit, and so everyone has incentive to work together and get people there. That's a great partner. A great partner would be if the venue also will help promote and advertise to get people in the door. Your nonprofit will help advertise and get people in the door. And then you obviously can advertise and get people in the door. This was my thinking. This was how I, thought that we would run it. Now, we run a local media brand, so we had some built-in advertising that we were able to advertise and promote, right, through our local newsletter and local brand. If you don't have this, that's okay. You just have to work a little bit harder, right? Maybe you have to put a little more cash behind your advertising, some Facebook ads, and kind of networking with people and making those connections. We use Eventbrite for our ticket sales, and I think it's a good service, and they actually helped us sell some tickets through their outlets as well, which was interesting to me that I figured that out, that some of those sales came directly from Eventbrite by promoting it. So we'll use them, I think, again in the future, but we're also looking at other options. For the event, obviously you have to have headphones and you need the radios in order to produce your own event. You can get DJs directly as well with some of these companies, so you need the equipment. So we found a company that we felt comfortable with that actually came from a referral. Good communication. I got quotes. I wasn't really sure how many we were going to order, but I realized that it was ballpark similar prices, no matter how many we ordered, within 50 or so. So we just kind of went out on a limb. I think we ordered 100 maybe for our first event, or maybe it was more than that, 110, 115 or something. But here's the thing. So they have to ship these headsets to you, and they were supposed to get here 3 days before our event, and they didn't get here until the day before. So they showed up the day before our event. So I was super nervous, right? I was wondering, man, are we going to have to cancel this event and just refund everybody their money for all these tickets that we've sold? This is the first one we've ever done. If we have to cancel this, that'll be crazy. UPS showed up at my door day before with a 100-pound, plastic case with the bin and everything. And so it worked out. It went great. But that scared me. All right, how you handle the DJs, whatever you want. Here's the interesting thing. There's no actual like hardcore equipment. So like a DJ can be as simple as someone that like enjoys music and wants to put together a playlist. So just open up your mind on who your DJ can possibly be. Yes, you can hire a high-end DJ, but that's not necessarily needed because literally the only equipment that they need could be their laptop that has a playlist, or it could be even a phone, or it could be someone with like equipment that wants to like live mix music. It could be any of that. So for my first event, I had 3 of my buddies DJ'd. They DJ'd, and I made a fun competition where they competed against each other, and we actually even had like a gold speaker boombox award at the first event. So there's an idea for you, and I think that went over really well. We'll probably bring that back in the future. Our second event, we did not do that, and I think it was more fun to do it. So we'll probably bring that back. We priced our headsets at $20 a headset, or you could get 2 for $35. So you could save $5 and get a pair of headsets. And overwhelmingly, the majority of our sales, probably 70% or more, maybe 80%, were the 2 headset pairs, right? Because people were buying them for a friend. They didn't want to go alone. So they're like, yeah, I'll buy a pair of headsets. I save $5. And I think that pricing is fair. I think it works out. We sold them for $25 at the door if we had them available, which we did have some available. But the whole point there is to encourage people to order ahead of time so that you can plan better for your event. Always helps out, makes things easier. All right, so the party was awesome. It was so much fun. I'll be honest, it was more fun than I even thought it would be. There were 70 to 80 people there. I didn't know any of them, so it wasn't like just friends being nice to me for my birthday. It was all through our local media advertising, and so like strangers bought headphones and came and hung out and partied with us. And it was cool. We had glow sticks, we had glow balls and balloons with LED lights that you could like hit around and bounce around. And that stuff is not that expensive. I mean, you can get that stuff for as little as like $50 if you spend $100, and you can get plenty of glow sticks, things like these glasses. You can make your own LED balloons. Feel free to comment. I can show you how to do that. It's pretty easy. But yeah, totally affordable to have like the fun party swag at the event to make it a good time. Hey guys, I've got a quick favor to ask. My wife says if I don't double my YouTube subscribers, I can't be a YouTuber anymore. And I have to go out and get a real job. Can you help, please? A quick subscribe, a like, a comment, anything. Just anything to make my wife happy. I love you so much. Thanks. All right, back to the video. Yeah, at the end, nobody wanted the party to stop, right? So that's a great sign. And so that's kind of what gave us the idea to, okay, let's go in and let's look at buying a set. Let's go ahead and look at doing that because, hey, we want to produce more of these. We had a great time. Let's start shopping around. So you can buy a set in the US. If you go online, you can just Google search like, hey, silent disco headphone sets. They're pretty expensive, and I started to notice like, hey, they kind of look similar to the ones that we used. I was like, I bet that these folks are using similar manufacturers or whatever. And so I got on Alibaba. I'd been wanting to buy something straight from Chinese manufacturers. So I got on there and started communicating with some manufacturers and ordered a set directly from there. It's a little sketchy. It's like kind of strange because you're communicating directly with the factory, and their organization skills they may be on point or they may not be on point. I reached out to multiple I didn't even hear back from. Some I heard back, and just the communication wasn't great. And then it's kind of a leap of faith, right? Because you're like sending payment and then you get a shipment to your place, basically air freighted to you. But I had a great experience overall. Once I found like a manufacturer that I liked and I liked dealing with, I probably saved a few $1,000s if I had to guess, ballpark. Saved a few $1,000s on the set that I purchased working directly with the manufacturer versus a U.S. company. Now, you can do whatever you want. You may feel more comfortable working with a U.S. company and spending a little bit more money, but that was the direction that I took, and pleased with the product that I got. So now that we ordered our own set and got our own equipment in, our goal is to produce potentially monthly events and then also rent out our equipment. So we even set up a simple website, gulfcoastsilentdisco.com, where people can sign up and they can so we're also building an email newsletter, right? Over time, every event that we have, we now will build out our following, and over time, we'll continue to grow this as we grow the events. So people will will sign up here, and then they can also get information on renting our equipment and what they need to do there. They can fill out a form and connect with us, and we'll add more, data and information from past events. And just a simple website, right? Nothing complicated, just a way for people to connect and communicate with us. And we'll build out over time if we need to. We'll just see. And we're still working up on our pricing right now. I was going to only rent out all or nothing of our equipment, so starting at $750, but I think we're going to lower that. So allow people to rent as little as like 50 headphones. So we have 125 headsets, but this may not be approachable for people, and so I think we're going to lower this, and then we're going to have a turnkey event. Currently, we're priced at $1,300, but where someone would get all the headsets plus a DJ to come and help like run the event for them. And I think we may can wiggle with this price as well. But this is kind of where we're currently set, ballpark. And so yeah, and there's other ways at your event or at our event. There's other ways you can generate cash. So our first one, we sold glow cups for $5 at the bar, so people could like upgrade to a glow cup and have their drink in a glow cup. That was a fundraiser for the nonprofit. We did song suggestions this at our second event where people could pay. We had it specified $5. I think we should just say donation, because I think some people honestly will give more money. So hey, donate and get your song played. It was complicated the way that we did it, but I think what we'll do in the future is have like a dedicated time block, like an hour. Say like for the first hour we take suggestions, and then we do that for the second hour, have those songs playing on one of the channels. We were kind of playing them all over. A third thing that we will do is we will get a microphone to be able to communicate better with the people with the headsets. We haven't done that before, and I think that'll allow for more interaction during the event. People have a blast anyway, but it will allow for more interaction and communication, and if we have things going on that we want them to know about at the event, then that'll be a good way to do that. We brought on a partner that was a local restaurant, and we did collaboration with them. No food involved, just pure marketing. Like we had a rock and roll sushi channel where we played some rock and roll, and they promoted us. We promoted their restaurant, so they promoted the event beforehand. So that was a fun and simple collaboration. And I think we'll continue to grow and evolve and come up with new ideas, but that's the base. That is the base of your event. That's what you need. That's enough ideas for you to get started and run yours. I didn't go through and like give you the profit and loss statement of like, here's exactly how this works. You can run your own numbers on a napkin even based on what I told you, how our event worked. But our first event, our goal was to not lose money, and we were profitable. And so I was like, wow, this can actually be, I'll go ahead and say this. I think this could be like a 6-figure business a year easily if someone wanted to run it. Like when I say run it, like spend their time on it, creating, bi-monthly events, 2 events a month, and then partnering and renting out equipment. I ran the numbers pretty easily a 6-figure business if that's what you want it to be, or if that's what someone wanted to do. So take the idea, run with it, and I'll see you in the next one. See ya.